So originally, a Portuguese explorer came here in the 1500s and sort of staked it out, but it was really founded by the Chumash Indians who came from the islands. We are the home to the Channel Islands National Park. There are 5 beautiful islands off our coast, which you can see. So the Chumash were there, they came in and established a town here. They were farmers, basically. And then Father Sarah and his group came in to establish the mission. And from there, it just started to take off and grow. This was at one time the 7th largest oil producing fields in the country. We provided most of the oil to the Pacific Fleet in World War II. And we are standing in front of our historic City Hall, built in 1912. So it's a fantastic structure, as you can see. We're really proud of it. On City Hall, as you'll see, there are faces. And those faces are supposed to be Franciscan monks. But the myth is that they're actually the faces of some of the construction workers who put their own faces into the building as opposed to how it was originally drawn. So that's kind of one of our stories that we love. This year in the April edition of Men's Journal, they featured the 50 best places to live in the country, and right here, we're #1. We're right on the very first page. So we are so excited to be voted this. It was really, I think, about our lifestyle, about the people who live here, about the outdoors, all the activities we have for outdoor living, and how we are so sensitive to the environment, and we want to keep it as pristine as it is now. So it was a great honor. So downtown Ventura is a very authentic historical place. Many of the buildings have been restored, most of them actually, and now they're places that you can walk into, historic buildings, and shop or have dinner. There's a big music scene here. We have a lot of music venues. There's a lot to do here. We do have vibrant antique and thrift store shopping, which we're really known for. People come from all over to find treasures, hidden treasures. It's really fun. It's amazing what you can find there. And when you go into these stores, you're going to be met often by the owner of the store. It's going to be a friendly experience because people really want you there. It's welcoming. It's not pretentious in any way. It's very casual. It's just what you'd expect to find in a beach city. And we're a city of 108,000 people, but we feel like a small town. And that's another thing that's very unusual about this. People here are so involved, it's livable. It's more affordable than some of the other coastal cities. And I think that's another thing that makes us unique. I think it's a very walkable city, especially if you live close to downtown. The California Coastal Trail, the part that we are really proud of that's here, actually starts with our promenade, which starts over at the very end of our state beach, and then goes all the way up to Santa Barbara. So you can actually stay on it, ride your bike, hike, and go that direction. It's interesting, if you talk to people who are walking down there in the morning, I often walk or run down there, and you kind of see the same people, so you know that it is definitely a regular part of their lives. And same with the people who are riding their bikes. You'll see the same kind of people at different times of the day. It was sort of interesting the other day, this man told me, well, if you come after 9, you're going to see all the moms pushing the strollers. And it is true. That's kind of their time. So it's used, and of course by tourists, it's used a lot to just go out for a stroll. I mean, it's so beautiful. And so to be out there and the ocean, it's also a big surfing spot and a couple of good places down there. So you see a lot of surfers down there too. Grant Park is really going to be incredible. The city owns it, but we are leasing it to a nonprofit, which is the Ventura Botanical Gardens. And they are establishing that whole hill that you see will be botanical gardens. What's interesting about this botanical gardens is you can see the ocean. The view is incredible from everywhere up there. That's unusual for botanical gardens. And that cross was an original cross put there by the original missionaries. And from there is the best view of the city, really. and you can see all over, including the islands and the California Coastal Trail for sure. Living by the beach, it really is a peaceful way to live. When you put your feet in the sand, you look out at the ocean, you just feel like you're somewhere else. You can be really in yourself, it's peaceful, it gives you a chance to be reflective. I think there's just something about it that's so magical.